EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Miami Dolphins. Evan McPherson has this one teed up.
And we are underway from Miami. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Now Tua.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
And they'll accept that penalty. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 16. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Now Burrow changing the look.
Back to Mixon on first down.
two in succession as this one goes for 32.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go play action with Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
From 13 yards out.
and the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Dolphins, nothing. McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Running the counter with Mostert.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a 1st down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
A real head scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
Dixon, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike.
Being chased out left. And, oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 at their 48-yard line.
Here's Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away?
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 54 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 9.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. Now he's loose at the 40, and he'll be taken down at the 26.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in the second half.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He'll air this one out for Boyd. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D.
3rd down and 11.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they go play action now. Burrow flush to his right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
Now Burrow changing things up here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Now they'll change things up.
Burrow will throw.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get in the end zone, fellas.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Keep it moving.
In motion, Hill.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
On play action, here's Tua.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Tua going to change the play.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Throwing Tua.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you never get the field. Exactly.
They get 1 more as the extra points have been good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl quarterback. And what a play there. Make the interception and also bring it back for six.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into six.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Here's 1st and 10. Now Tua on the handoff. This is Mostert. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's second down. Here's Tua. Second down. Here's Mostert again.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Stay tough, boys. Stay tough.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This is 1st and 10. To throw, Burrow.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfielder so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Burrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Eli Apple. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw.